Hi guys, welcome back. Today you are joining me here on my bed because I'm going to give you some tips for your Ibiza holiday. Yay! I've got my microphone attached to my lip balm because I kind of couldn't attach it to my shirt, it just wasn't working. And I'm just here to talk to you about Ibiza tips, tricks, anything that I kind of have to tell you. I've made a note of stuff to talk about, and yeah, let's just get into it. I thought I would start off with the most common thing that people ask, and it's how the do you get backstage? I can tell you, as a girl that got backstage at High, and this is my first time going to Ibiza, by the way. I did not know anybody. I went with my friend, who it was also his first time going to Ibiza. So we were both clueless. We were like, what the hell, when we actually managed to get backstage. It was not a premeditated thing. We barely even made it to the club, if I'm going to be honest. But if you want to make it backstage, there's three options for you girlies. And when I say girlies, I mean probably girls, because if you are a guy, it is so much more harder, and I am so sorry. The most common way to get backstage, not only in Ibiza, but to be fair in any club, is just to know the DJ. You don't even need to know the DJ. You might know somebody who knows the DJ, or a family member, or like a backstage events manager. That's another thing. There are people, their literal job is to get people to be backstage, and the right people backstage. And if you get to know one of these managers, it's going to be very easy for you to walk around any club in Ibiza and manage to get backstage in any club because you know who's organising the backstage. But this is easier said than done, I will say. Even if you do know like a backstage manager or a backstage events planner, something like that. I don't know the title, I do not remember, but I know that it's backstage something, or like it's like backstage relations, maybe something like that. I don't know. But if you do get to know one of these people, can't just ask to go backstage in every club. That's just fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie. But they will help you out, like if you need it, maybe like once during your like week trip. But other than that, you need to know somebody. But here you've got option two, which I do not recommend this, I'm not gonna lie. And it is like paying for a promoter, paying to get into backstage. Now, if you are like with your friends, and sometimes in some clubs it is actually cheaper to get like a backstage table. They're not actually backstage, but they're like VIP tables, and you can see into the backstage booth. An example of this is Patcha. They have like a lot of tables surrounding the booth. These range from like thousands, and I have not personally experienced this, but I know a lot of people go as groups. I did not go as a group, but I know a lot of people go as groups, and sometimes in a group setting, it is actually cheaper to, fork out 2 grand for a table with some drinks included and blah 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 blah. If there's 10 of you, that's only 200 per person. Keep in mind that like entry fees to Ibiza is like 80 euros. So 2 grand might actually not be that bad. Although I will just say, do not pay for a promoter. They just seem scammy to me, and I don't know how you can verify them. Like, I personally do not know anybody that has gone in backstage via promoter. Maybe VIP, but very, very, very rare. There is also an app that I have noted down here. It's called the Tabler app. One of my friends mentioned it. I've never tested it out, but you can test it out. It's like a way of kind of doing what I just said before, where if you want to get like VIP access, you basically go onto the app and find other people who want to buy a table, and you buy a table together, so that way it kind of comes out as cheaper for you guys. But anyways, now the way that I did it, and the way a lot of people do it, which is free, and it's just, you can't guarantee it, but at least like you can try it. It's being a woo girl. And this is now the people behind the DJ booth, obviously they know the DJ, and a lot of the times these people behind the booth, they have heard the same performance, they have heard the same set probably like countless amount of times, like probably like in the tens, and after a while the same set becomes repetitive, it becomes boring, and the people backstage aren't really cheering for them. They're not vibing like you expect them to be, if you get what I mean. Now, this is where you get woo girls. A lot of girls are just kind of there. They're just having a good time. And if they're having a good time behind the DJ, it looks better than if they're having a good time on the floor, especially promotional videos, anything like that. So if you look like you're having a good time, if you're dancing, and I mean like actually dancing, a lot of people in Ibiza just weirdly stand still in clubs. I don't know why, but if you're having a really, really good time, you will get pulled aside and be asked to be backstage. And that is what happened to me. We had just gone to Ushuaia, gone back to the hotel room. I was so sick. I literally was like throwing up. I didn't even change my makeup, didn't brush my teeth, and I went straight back out to high. And somehow I managed to get backstage. Guys, video proof speaks for itself. So that's how I got backstage. I know it's a cop out. I know it's hard and you can't guarantee it. But the thing is, when you do get backstage the first time, try and mingle. These people are the same people that are backstage at a lot of other shows for a lot of other DJs. So if you can get friendly with at least one or two of them, then you can guarantee to be constantly invited out and to be constantly going backstage. However, saying that, do not just get friendly with people to get backstage pass. That's just fucking weird. Number two, this is a little tip. This isn't really a question, or this is just a little tip. And it's if you're going to Ibiza just solely for a little party holiday, which nothing wrong with that, definitely go and explore Old Town. We landed very early and we couldn't check into our hotel yet. And so we kind of just left our luggage there and we walked around Old Town and oh my God. Guys, it's beautiful. Definitely do it. A lot of people go there to party, and a lot of people that I know who have been there just to party, I have shown them photos of Ibiza Old Town. They've been like, "Oh my God, I've never gone." Because a lot of the time you kind of just get like a late flight in or whatever, go to your hotel room, get dressed, get ready, and out you go. And then you come back and you're hungover and blah 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 blah. So because of that, a lot of people don't explore Old Town, but definitely just set aside one day just to go and have a little look. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful. I'll insert some photos here, and it's definitely worth it. And it just gives you a little bit of a break, especially if you're out every night. You kind of want a break sometimes. Number three, go outside whilst you're hungover. I know it's hard. I can feel you. I know it's hard, trust me, but go outside. You will not regret it. I know it's nice to just lay in bed and debate what happened last night, but oh my God, you will not regret going outside and laying in those sunbeds. Trust me, you'll get a tan and you'll recover quicker. Because I know that you're only trying to recover just to go out this night again. So literally go outside, lay on those sunbeds. It's so nice. The Ibiza sun, the Ibiza atmosphere, there is something about it that is so regenerating that it's just good. Just go. Just go. You won't regret it. Now, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to organise / pick a club. This is something that I did wrong, hence why I'm passing on knowledge, learn from my mistakes. So, I picked clubs off of what other people suggested is the best, okay? I googled, I did countless of research, I was asking for opinions on people that I knew, I was on TikTok. I actually don't have TikTok, I was using my friend's TikTok. But yeah, I was just constantly looking around and I decided that I wanted to do Pacha, Universe, Ushuaia, and High. Those four. I didn't end up doing Pacha, by the way, but the reason being those clubs is those seemed to be the best rated. And I switched out Pacha for Universe last minute because the event promoter had told us that they had Elro going on, and I thought, wow, that does seem pretty damn good. But you know what? I went to Ushuaia, and Ushuaia I quite liked because I picked Calvin Harris and MK's Night, and that was quite a vibe for me. Universe was not my type of music, and Elro was on, and the music just didn't hit, and because of that, I left really early, which is quite sad considering I think I paid €80 to get in, which is quite a lot to just leave after I think 3 hours, maybe not even that. It just was not good for me. I also wasn't drunk enough. But because of that, I kind of just left and it kind of made me realize that I should have picked based on music and not just what other people were saying was the best. So definitely if you're going, do not like ask other people for what you think is the best, blah blah blah. Pick to your tastes, pick to what you actually enjoy. Tip number 5, and that is do not pre-drink like mad. Now, I know the prices in Ibiza are fucking pricey, trust me, I know. And I was not paying for those €80 chicken nuggets at Universe, no fucking way. But do not pre-drink to oblivion. And I drank a lot the first day in Ibiza. Me and my friend pre-drank a lot of Grey Goose vodka with Sprite. And at the time, it seemed like a brilliant idea. However, we didn't even get let into Ushuaia. We had to sit and sober up. And by that point, and we didn't even sober up all the way there. I was still so drunk. And honestly, I kind of blacked out a little bit, which really lowered my defense. And I do not think that that is smart at all, because Ibiza is a scary, scary place. Now, luckily, I went with one of my friends who is a guy, and because of that, I was safe. Now, I was being looked after. Nobody's going to try to do anything. He is gay, but nonetheless, nobody's going to try to do anything if they see a guy with you, because you don't really know. Lads don't want to do that. However, if I was, let's say, just me and another girl, or just me and a group of girls, lads try shit all the time. I've seen it myself. And because of that, I'm just saying, don't drink a lot. I know it's tempting, but honestly, just get like a little bit tipsy, don't get drunk. I got drunk because I thought that's what you're supposed to do in Ibiza. I was like, this is what everybody's doing. No, it's not. No, it is not, baby girl. So don't do that, guys. It's bad. And you won't remember what happened. I don't remember Calvin Harris at all. Tip number 6, I'm running out of fingers. Oh, there we go. Tip number 6, it's do not spend a lot of money on outfits. I did a Shein haul before I went, and my Shein haul cost €80. And thank God. Because the way my outfits were ruined, I'm telling you guys, I was not in a good state. Especially like you'd come back and you're kind of a little bit drunk, or you're just really tired. You just throw everything on the floor. I kind of just threw everything onto the floor and went and had a shower. My boots got destroyed. I had a pair of nice, very, very, very nice cowboy boots, and they had gotten destroyed. And because of that, I realised that it does not matter how expensive the item that you bring to Ibiza is, the quality isn't going to matter, because the Ibiza streets are rough. And I don't mean that in like a nasty way. I just mean that in like, you are running around, you're dancing, you are out all night. As soon as you leave, you can leave at like, let's say 10 p.m. You are not coming back in until 5 a.m. Okay? And I kind of did not realize that, and my clothes were literally falling apart. Even clothes like that were like from H&M, Jaded London, they were falling apart. And I'm not gonna lie, like the things that I got from Shein lasted as long as the things I got from Jaded London. It does not matter. It's not the quality. It's just you are literally putting your clothes through it. And keep in mind, you're in these clubs. It's hot. You're sweating. You might have like body makeup on, like glitter, whatever. Stuff just happens to your clothes, so do not spend a ton on outfits. If you want to just like take a picture or something, that's cute. You know what? Do it. I mean, I've taken a lot of pictures in Ibiza. I will throw them on here, and they looked cute. The thing is, I did not spend a fortune to look cute, and your clothes aren't gonna last. If you're planning to wear them out clubbing, they're not gonna last. Now, tip number 7. Ooh, there we go. It's have a budget. I went into Ibiza, I think, with €600, maybe 450. I think I went into I think I went in with €450, and that was plenty for a weekend. For a weekend, Friday to Sunday. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. It is expensive, and have a budget. Set aside what you want to spend. I mean, I knew I wasn't going to spend a lot of money on drinks in the clubs. I didn't buy any drink in the club because I thought, what a waste. And I'm not going to lie, I've actually not drank properly since Ibiza. Ibiza has traumatized me. And the reason I say this is because a lot of the time I see people go to Ibiza and they're kind of just going. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's expensive, and there's always good and bad ways to spend your money. And I'd say the bad ways is to pay a lot of money for these nice super clubs, but then you come home, you're hungover, you skip breakfast because you spent all your money on drinks last night, and then you kind of spend money on getting prees, maybe like a fast food little KFC or something, and then you go out and you spend more money at the club and to get into the club. That's just not how I'd want to live. It's also really bad, especially even if you're there for a weekend, just budget in for food. Literally just budget and put set money aside for food, because you're gonna need it. You're really going to need it, especially because it's so hot there. Because it's so hot there, you don't want to eat a lot. But if you're getting hungover, you need to eat. Otherwise, you're literally gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle to like function properly. Tip number 8: do not like do a full beat, because you're going to be sweaty, and it's literally going to ruin your skin. Unless your skin's not sensitive. If your skin's not sensitive, that's fine. But to all my sensitive skin girlies, to all my girlies that really care about their skin and it gets irritated easily, try to not like pack your face full of stuff. A lot After the first day I gave up wearing like a full face of makeup. I kind of just settled for a skin tint, concealer and whatever the hell else, because the first night it was so rough. I was sweating, I was greasy, and it didn't look good. It did not look good. And the second night, when I was still sweating and I was still greasy, I looked way better because I didn't have this makeup kind of smudged and making me look even worse. And maybe it's just me, maybe it's just my skin type, but I really recommend that you kind of go for a simpler makeup routine. If you want to do something, do it around your eyes, I'd say, but not the bottom of your eyes because it's so hot, it's so humid, and your makeup might just run. I wore my Estee Lauder foundation the first night and she did last a lot, but I just felt really uncomfortable because I just felt like my skin couldn't breathe. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just something that pertains to me, but honestly, try and just not put a lot on. I did, and trust me, I hated it. So that's why I'm just giving this out because it's something that I wish somebody had told me, but this might not pertain to everyone. So just warning, this is like a very optional tip. I mean, all of them are optional. Now, my last tip, which is tip number 9, is to get a hotel that's right near the water. We had a hotel that's right near the water, and oh my god, it was so good. Practically just because we woke up, sun shining, but we could kind of just go out, go for a little swim, then go back to our hotel, go for a little swim, go back to our hotel, swim in the hotel pool. And it's Ibiza, it's an island, you need to enjoy the beach. And I just think if you have a beach hotel, it's so much easier. I know it's a little bit pricier, but I really do recommend it, especially if you're hungover. It's €10, €20 to rent a sun lounger, and oh my god, it's so nice. It is so good, it's relaxing, especially when you're hungover, and especially when you're trying to get a tan. Also, if you want to do like water sport activities, we did jet skis and that was really, really, really good. I recommend to get a beach hotel because it's so much easier, and also it's just nice. It's nice to not have to strain whilst you're on holiday. It's nice to not have to walk a lot. It's nice to not have to walk everywhere and whatever when you're on holiday. It's really, really good. Also, a lot of hotels have event organisers which can get you your tickets. And even if they are sold out online, you can ask them to get your tickets. If you, for some reason, wanted to go to like Calvin Harris and he was sold out, before you like let go of all hopes, run downstairs and check if your hotel has like an events organizer or whatever that you can buy tickets to the different clubs from, because sometimes they just somehow have extra tickets. I don't know why, but they just do. So that's also a good little tip. I'll just throw that one in as a free one for you. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was useful for you, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.